guys, welcome back to whatever this is, and on today's episode, I done it again, somehow, while playing the Digimon card game. I've come actually 8th place in the recent Ultimate Cup on December 7th. So this video is one of those videos again. I'm just honestly going to do a quick breakdown of my deck, and as some feedback I got last time, I will slow down in certain spots and explain certain choices that I made for my deck. Let's get into it. Well, editing, I completely forgot. So these were the babies I was running. Demi Marimon, draw one, trash one on deletion. And then on deletion, trash one card from hand, gain a memory. Honestly, when it comes to these, I feel like it is very personal preference. But to me, I feel like if I am not drawing, I'm not winning, or I'm not going to win. But that's just me. I just also enjoy drawing cards. Sorry about that, and the quick shaky cam on this part of the video. Here we got Ukomon. Honestly, he's a one of. There's a good reason why he is restricted to one. Gains memory. Alright, now we got this little Uko. This Uko allows me to find my pieces in case I am breaking really badly. Easy choice. Gazimon, this came up in about 2 matches, but it was really situational. You could kind of go between this and Psychemon or another option, but still a good choice nonetheless. Gabumon, I would always find was a really solid playmaker. Opponent puts you to 2, you suddenly go to 3, you evolve into your hybrid here on top of him. You use the inheritable to draw one and trash one, and that's how you get your tamer, and you'll recur on your combo. And Ignitebon is part of a secret that we'll use for later, as he becomes just used for a cross art piece, but can also, in a pinch, be used for emergency removal. And that's our level 3s. Alright, we're into our level 4s. As you can see, we have our Duskmons. Not shocking at all, pretty good card. Basically the playmaker, you evolve on your tamer, you swing, you have Valgar and Trash, you get to evolve for free. You know, you kill yourself, kill them, die, recur a tamer out. We all know this combo. This is what you're aiming for the entire time, is about this 3-card combo, and it's absolutely beautiful. And then your choices for your other level 4 hybrids, I just ran one of each Kaiser Leo. This one works really well. This one here specifically is 4 when you use Minerva if you just need to swing for game. As for my level 5, I have Argomon. Just a one of. Honestly, not a card I used a whole lot. This is more so of a mirror match card. When this did come up, it came up once against Shine Greymon, just completely shut down Marcus, so he could not swing. And then in the other, it was against a purple hybrid matchup where I shut them down and they could not swing anymore. But that is the only level 5 in this deck. For my level 6s, obviously I have Minerva. This is a key card. I tend more to use this for easily just trashing my opponent. So if I just start counting, I'm like, oh, you got 10 cards. They have 5 colors on board. Cool, you don't have a deck anymore, and I just win. That's what I tend to use this for. This is what you're using that Ignitemon for, is it is cross material. But if you're ever in a pinch, you can just cross Minerva over Minerva, because it does count. Pretty cool combo. Now this was the spiciest card that I ended up putting in my deck. A lot of people were shocked by it, but luckily no one was ever really mad about it. And that's Gallantmon. Now, this card doesn't actually match the theme of the deck, but what it does have is this ability, where for every 5 cards in trash, you can reduce that thing's play cost by 2. So generally once you're at 30 trash, which with this deck is not hard to do to your opponent, nor yourself, you just sit there, slam it on board, you blow something up on the way down, and then generally swing for game. This card single-handedly won me 3 games over this event. It was the last card I played in the entire tournament. This card is so good. I never found a use for a Death X, so I think Gallantmon is the way to go with this, as it is just a spicy card to throw in that blows up, swings, blows up again, and usually you're swinging for game. As for my tamers, we have 4 Koichis. I like this one because it is draw one, trash one, and it's inheritable. When you evolve on top of them, just gain a memory. Good for keeping the combo going and allowing you to swing multiple times. But the new Koichi is also no slouch. This one gains you memory just by trashing a hybrid. And the best part is that if you evolve on it immediately, you can literally just recur the tamer that you then played, which I absolutely love. And the entire card that makes everything broken is Matt. So you can evolve on him for 3. He is a memory setter, so he sets you to 3. And then you just evolve on top of him. And then when he is played out from your looping combo, you then get to take back an option. And the options are coming up next, but generally you will be trying to sneakily take as much memory as you possibly can. And this last card, I Am Mako. This seems like a weird choice, and I got asked it a lot when it got thrown out. Why do you run it? So getting into my options real quick, you get to essentially, when you're swinging, you are discarding your own deck and your opponent's. So when you evolve into your Valgar and you're about to do that, you suspend this card. You then, let's say, load the Gotcha Machine with Rivals Barrage, and then you're immediately setting yourself up for the next turn. Or if you're trying to go for the kill and you need it, you can load up your Gotcha Machine, which is your deck, with Deathslinger. And that honestly helps recur, and also it's just the tamer you can evolve off of. So it does work pretty well. And those are the tamers we run in this deck. And as you already saw, we run 3 Rivals Barrage, 3 Deathslingers, 3 Miss Memory Boost, 3 Jack Raids, and another card that is restricted to 1. Calling from Darkness. Why they're split up like this is I kept finding during playtesting, anytime I ran 4, I tended to brick on it, especially this one, and I found Deathslinger. Or not Deathslinger, Rivals Barrage. I had a bad habit of bricking on that, and even Jack Raid. And I found 3 is, I kept seeing them enough, but I generally just didn't have a handful of them. Did that happen no matter what? Absolutely. This is a card game. Of course you're going to brick. No matter how skilled you are, there are sometimes your deck is going to tell you, nope, you lose today. Cry about it. And then this card, obviously, is a Broken Absolute combo, as it just allows you to delete something. You don't have to, but you do have to delete something if it's there, and then you just take back some pieces from the trash. So this entire deck is just going to cause itself to loop. And I absolutely adore this. Yeah, I ran this at 3 because I find that once you're about mid-game, you kind of don't want to do it anymore. But really early on, if you have like 2 in hand, this is honestly a great card to roll with. Jack Raid, I needed 3. I never felt like I needed any more because I always found them. I'm not going to lie, I milled this card more times than I'd like to admit. Deathslinger, absolutely fantastic card, especially when you were able to load it with Ian Mako. And then, of course, Rivals Barrage, which just kills something of the highest level. Absolutely fantastic. And with the Ian Mako, I want to point this out before we go, that when one of your Digimon digivolves into a purple Digimon, so I always thought this thing was Beelzemon specific. It is not. It is only its search effect. Now, when it comes to its search effect, I do want to point out it does only hit 4 cards in the entire deck. Luckily, it's part of your combo. It hits your fabled Duskmon, and that's it. That's all this card will hit is your main base power. So if you have Valgar in hand and you have this, sometimes it's not a bad idea. Just play it, search, and see if you can find it. Hey guys, so I recently was given the question, why didn't I run Pokemon in the deck? Honestly, I sold off a lot of my Red Hybrid stuff as I didn't like how it played anymore. And I sold all my Pokemon, so I never practiced with it, so I never played with it. And honestly, from what I could tell from other people, it was a good card to de-brick, but sometimes it was just dead. And that was the choice I made. Maybe yours will be the same. But anyways, guys, that's the deck, and let's get back to the table. Alright, guys, and that was my deck breakdown for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't play the game, hopefully maybe it made you interested in the game. If you're interested in trying it out, there's a great program called the DC Go app. it's a good resource to learn. Please support the official card game at all times. I will state that, as this is easily, I think, one of the best card games ever made, mainly because of the memory gauge in the game. But anyways, guys, that's it for this week's episode. Take care. Have a good one.